Are you preparing for the U.S. Citizenship Interview? During the interview, the USCIS officer may ask you to explain the meaning of some difficult words on the N400 application form, especially the one in Part 12. Today, I'm going to be focusing on the 30 most asked vocabulary based on the actual applicant's experiences. Our goal is to provide you with the necessary knowledge to make sure you remember at least 30 words in this video. All right, are you ready? Let's do it.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
Claimed to be a U.S. citizen. What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean?
Say you are a U.S. citizen, but you are not.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Vote. Do you know what vote means?
To elect new leaders.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Hereditary title. Can you explain what hereditary title means?
King, queen, prince, or princess.
Order of nobility. Do you know the meaning of order of nobility?
A position given by a king or queen.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
No.
Legally incompetent. Do you know what legally incompetent is?
Can't not make decisions for yourself because have mental problem.
Mental institution. What does mental institution mean?
Hospital for people with mental problem.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
No.
Owe overdue taxes. What does owe overdue taxes mean?
I have not paid taxes. I still need to pay.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
Or the officer may ask you, do you file income tax returns for each year you worked?
Yes.
This question is the same meaning, but the answer is opposite. File a tax return. What does file a tax return mean?
Send tax paperwork to the government.
Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
Non-U.S. resident. Do you know what non-U.S. resident is?
Not a resident, no green card.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
No.
Communist Party. What is Communist Party?
The government party of China, Vietnam, North Korea, and Cuba.
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with a terrorist organization?
No.
Terrorist organization. What is terrorist organization?
People who use violence to control people or governments, like September 11.
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Persecute. Do you understand what persecute means?
Hurt someone because they are different.
Were you ever involved in any way with genocide?
No.
Genocide. What does genocide mean?
To kill a group of people.
Were you ever involved in any way with torture?
No.
Torture. Do you know what torture is?
To hurt someone to get information.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in prison or jail?
No.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
No.
Jail or prison. What is jail or prison?
A place for criminals.
Were you ever a part of any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person?
No.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
No.
Weapon. Do you know the meaning of weapon?
Gun, bomb, knife.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
No.
Arrested. Explain the meaning of arrested.
Police take you to jail in handcuffs.
Cited. Explain the meaning of cited.
Police give you a ticket.
Detained. Explain the meaning of detained.
Put in jail to question.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
No.
Crime. What is a crime?
Against the law.
Offense. What is offense?
Minor crime.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
Habitual drunkard. What is your understanding of a habitual drunkard?
Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
No.
Prostitute. Could you explain what a prostitute is?
People pay you for sex.
Procure. What does procure mean?
You pay someone for sex.
Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
No.
Smuggle. What does smuggle mean?
Bring drugs into the country illegally.
Illegal drugs or narcotics. Do you know what illegal drugs or narcotics means?
Drugs such as cocaine or heroin.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Immigration benefit. What is immigration benefit?
Visa, green card, citizenship.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Illegal gambling. Do you know what illegal gambling means?
Play a game for money and do not pay taxes on it.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain public benefit in the United States?
No.
Public benefit. What does public benefit mean?
Money from the government to help you, such as food stamps.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Form of government. Tell me what form of government is
Democracy.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Oath of allegiance. What is an oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
Bear arms. Do you know what bear arms means?
Use a gun to help the U.S. government.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Non-combatant services. Could you explain to me what non-combatant services means?
Cook, clean, drive a truck, or work in an office for the military.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Work of national importance. What is work of national importance?
Help in a national emergency or in a disaster like fire, flood, or earthquake.